Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. White male privilege is among today's most emotion-generating memes, and among the most unfair. In that today is Father's Day, it might be a particularly good time to take a moment to reflect on it. Many white men succeed because of their own capabilities and hard work. Of course, no one succeeds completely on their own, although that's the unfairly extremist position that the privilege promulgators claim that white men believe. But millions of people who don't buy the disempowering "it takes a village" mentality, for the most part work hard and delay gratification, with their efforts fueled by pride in their can-do attitude, their internal locus of control that they can achieve without needing a village. My dad was a Holocaust survivor, and I grew up knowing a dozen others. Yeah, they were white, and yeah, they were men. All of them were wrested from their homes as kids or as teens. They suffered the Holocaust tortures. They saw the unspeakable. They were afterwards dumped in boats, and my dad on a cargo boat, and dropped in inner city New York City without a penny to their name. No English, no money, no family, no connections, only the scars of the Holocaust. No rational person can claim that they had more privilege than do the people that privilege promulgators are loud and prouding for. Yet those Holocaust survivors and their kids, on average, have succeeded and been contributory. My dad was a factory worker in Harlem and later owned a small store serving a low-income community, all while receiving little or no charity. Many of those white men Holocaust survivors have succeeded and contributed to a greater extent than have non-white, non-male people that the privileged promulgators insist are all underprivileged or unprivileged. And most of the Holocaust survivors and their kids are disproportionately doctors, teachers, psychologists, social workers, and so on, succeeded also without the panoply of redistributions that the privileged promulgators have already wrested from white men and are clamoring for more, much more. Of course, the Holocaust survivors are not the only white men who earn their success. Millions of other white men, and of course, people of all races and genders, have succeeded and been contributory mainly by dint of their efforts, not because of the village, or their race, or because they had an XY chromosome. Remember also that there are many examples of how men are underprivileged relative to women. For example, when women had the deficit, for example, underrepresentation in STEM, there's been a massive redress. Yet when men suffer the ultimate deficit, they live 5 years shorter and die earlier of all 10 of the top 10 causes of death. There are more than 4 widows for every widower. The vast majority of gender-specific health efforts, including research for over the past half-century, has been on women. So when you hear those loud and proud activists scream about white male privilege, if only today on Father's Day, you might step back and ask yourself whether your spouse, your friend, your son, your daughter, of whatever race, is better off hearing the cries of privilege or a message that moves victimization to the back of the bus in favor of an internal locus of control, a can-do attitude. We have the lowest unemployment rate in 50 years. If there was ever a time to encourage internal locus of control and not victimization, this is it. My dad's message to my successful sister and me was, "The Nazis took 5 years from my life. I won't give them 1 minute more. Never look back. Always take the next step forward." If I were the parent or spouse or friend, not just of a white boy or man, but of a female of color, that, and not privilege, is the message I would offer on Father's Day and on the other 364. In any event, I do thank you for watching and would welcome your thumbs up or, if appropriate, your thumbs down, your comment, your hitting the share button and sharing it on your social media, or subscribing, hit the subscribe button to my channel. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.